stride and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Third and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust me.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So that brings up 2nd down. Gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
On 1st down, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up a turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. And that's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Lamar on his feet. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Set to return it, here's Will Shipley. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st down.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
Buying some time right. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. That last interception interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain, and this is going to be second down.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. But when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25. Richard Sherman. Yeah, he can run his mouth and he can talk with the best of them, but he walked to the tackles just like that. It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. Tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get to Henry on the inside handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of one. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. This is Henry on second. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up third and 3.
Turning to Henry on third. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to try him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
On for the Ravens field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up third down. Working quickly here.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Barkley gets it on third down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Here's another carry for Barkley. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second and 4. He's trying to push the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Hurts with it on third and short. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Running back sent in motion. On fourth down, Hurts. To the sideline, and it is incomplete. Short of line to gain. Wouldn't have mattered anyway on fourth down. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give right side to Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in the hurry up here. The give here on second. Jukes out a one stop. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now on third. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. And he eventually runs down the road here. Defenders closing in, and he just chooses to tuck it and go down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on third and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Elliott connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing again is Lamar. He put everything he had into this one. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now slipped away.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Now Jackson off the play action. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Jahan Dots in the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for third down. Backed up by an unforced error, and this is 3rd and 7. Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Tight end wheels in the shallow throw. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort. So no gain on first down.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play. It very much feels like a sack for that defense. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Hurts. Flips it off to Barkley, complete. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Gronk as they force this 4th down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Hurts now on 4th. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
First down, Philadelphia.
First down from the red zone. Finds Barkley underneath. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Hurts yet again. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Drive begins with Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 6 now. Headed out right. Now hit and Jackson loses the ball. And the Eagles get to it. And he will take it back with the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. He couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kid, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive is quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. Play fake. Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
15 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On first down, they'll run. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. Working quickly here.
To the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And all he can get is a yard here, but it's going to be 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. The left side cut by Andrews. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Lamar back to throw. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's able to take this one down at the 25.
Yard gain on the play. That's enough.
Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. Set out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Now Jackson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
It's a complete to Will Shipley. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10 now. Flush down out to his left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Going with King Henry here. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home the big sack.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 1st down, a run with Barkley. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Now Hurts. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a 13-13 ball game as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's caught, he's got Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Pass complete to Goddard. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them, They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Dive up the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. He's back to throw. Chased out to his right. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27th.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him.
No, they get him yet again. And the Eagles have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Ravens 13.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Gets everything he has. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to take over after the return is stopped at the 45. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
He takes it up and across midfield in the Ravens' territory. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And And that's a Philadelphia first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Great. Trimmer. Go silver, ready?
On first down, Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, here's Barkley. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Ravens 13.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lift.
And they pick him off again. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
First down, ball at the 36. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be hauled down to the 2. That sets up first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
A loss of 2.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself.